Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Book of Hours. Let's dive right in. Okay, so where were we? We had forgotten to use our fog. However, as I remember something, we had unlocked the gullery, the gull colony. There we go. Through all the Isles' long years, the gulls, heedless of our affairs, have taken their due from the sea and returned it to the rocks. Careful where you step. Yes, they have eaten fish from the ocean and then shat it all over the rocks. Good to know. The gull colony. Effort and knowledge. Steal eggs from the seabirds or find what the seabirds have stolen. Ah. That's something to consider. Ow, I'm getting pins and needles. I'm going to pause real quick. Anyway. Where were we? Okay, so... Gull colony. I guess this is a way to get eggs? Possibly, probably better than... cheaper than talking chickens? And then we have gaping darkness underneath. Thunder prowls the entrance to this cave, a dying curse or a capricious storm spirit. It must be dealt with carefully. Heart and moth. Well, let's make a note of that. Okay, that should be doable. Easy enough. Cool. Let a bit more time pass. Something happened there. Oh, that current affairs has ticked by as we pass into winter. And we have a storm raging, which I think we probably want to use for the fife thing. But wasn't that the plan? Might as well. Where is that one? Colonoscopy. And a storm, and sure, frost. Okay, so Mazarine Fife isn't the 15th level recipe for oratory. Oh well. Now we know. Even so, having two Mazarine Fifes lying around should be good, should be quite useful. But we've not actually seen what an Ascendant Harmony is, so it might be worth testing that out at some point. We can do so with, from the looks of things, Applebright Euphonies and any soul element. Sure. Okay, that's something interesting. So ink containment obviously lets us make Starghoul ink, and Eigengrau and Catwink. You see how for the 5th level recipes of these, they allude to there being a scholar level recipe as well. However, since Starghoul ink, there is no 10th level sky for this, despite the fact that we have enough for it. It doesn't allude to it in the 5th level crafting recipe, so that is something we can keep a note of. Ink of Power, okay, so also Ink of Power also makes Starghoul ink. Weird. That makes... There is another 15th level. 2 10th level. Or brush a light with the feather and see dawness and strip from air. So wait, Brush a light with the feather, so not... Take that out. We're still on 10, so we're still good. Let's go into here. A light. How do we get... Okay, Ica Auroral with 10th level and a light. I will make a note of that, but... yeah. I think we have a cheaper way of making Ica Auroral already. Apply the formula to a light and see rosy essence drip from the air. I'm guessing more of the bloody Ica Auroral. Yep, Ica Auroral. Great. Anyway, enough of my ramblings and such. What the hell should we do today? We are going to have a new person. We've got a storm raging. I would like to find someone from the inn. Lucky threepence. Finding someone from the inn was a mistake because we have this man today. Magister Hockerbold. Metallurgist, gourmet, corrupted, immortal, and supposedly a long ago king's by blow. King's by blow. Understands deep mandaic, we already know that. So the only thing this man has to offer us is coinage for a book. Might as well get on with that. We offer him that. He wants something forge related. You can have that on because it doesn't require a language. Don't fret, librarian, here is your little gratuity. Better give me that fucking book back. Don't trust that man. Another musician. Okay, so what can we do with him? Musician, Sky, Rose and Nectar. There is a Rose 15. Only the Rose, I think? Which I don't think we can do. Currently, we don't have... We'd need a very strong Rose drink to give to them, or a very strong Rose memory. We have neither. Rose memory... Nah, the nearest we have, even with craftable things, currently is 3. That's something we can do. We can look at what memories we can make from crafting. But in the meantime, I think we're going to pass up on him and just try our luck again. With another health, why not? Lucky tuppence this time. Cool. That would be sufficient. Here you go. Sure, promise. Good enough. Taking over here with some post-commentary work, just to keep things coherent. We decide that we want to learn exactly what a winning move and old moment are, as they are things we can craft, but we don't, or memories we can craft, but we don't know exactly what they give us. So we start by putting aside 2 edge soul elements and 2 memories for the winning move, and old moment can be done with scale 10, prohibate and some stone, and plus heart gets us that. And we consider we're able to read books safely now that we're into winter, so well, first we throw some chore down the well, and then with Edicts and Bible we're able to learn a Hearts 10 book. Additionally, we're able to learn an Edge 4 book, no problem, as well as 2 Sky books with our plus Fost. So for those books we only need to pick up a memory of Storm for the 2 Heart, the Heart 10 book. We're ready to read some of the books, so we commit both the Sky books to learn, using a 5 in place of a skill for the 4th level book. And then we read the Moth book and the Edge book You still have to wait on a memory for the Heart 10 book though. Unusual none. Grail. Do we need... Yeah, we do need Grail, in fact, to crack into our secret chamber thingy. And because we have our Sacrament Red calcite, we're gonna be able to do that, I think. With this Arab, a memory of Grail, and that drink. So, yeah, 14. So to do that, we will need a Grail book, which, you know, we're not ready to do yet. All of our workbenches are busy, but we will hire them with a 10 shilling note. Hired, and immediately we will chat to you about... That'll do. Yeah, we don't need to use the plus Arab. We can use that for something else. What else? I don't know. So I don't know what the pitching noise was just then. You are good to go. We can talk to you again. Talk to you about... Where is it? I'm blind. This one here. And we should be working on a Grail memory now that we have workbenches ready. This will involve... yeah, we wanted that. These are just... Excuse me? Am I dumb? What did I do there? Memory of a storm. Did that also give a memory of fear? Shit. Hang on. Memory of contradiction. What did I use? Tip for editing me. Apparently one of those books that I did. I think I've got it mislabeled. No, Victory of Crowns. I'm just dumb. It's labelled correct, but I was foolish fool. The encircled tantra, ET. We'll do that instead. This will work, and we want to read this book for the lady. Okay, so bit dumb, but no matter. Grail was for... sorry, Edge. Nope. I'm just going to give up. Heart, that word. We don't have a workbench for it yet. We're nearly into night time. Old moment. There we go. You've had them too, those moments when we seem to look out at the world through another's eyes. What if those moments were real? So, evolve via preservation. I've heard about this, so... the whole evolve via this, that, and the other, it's such a... like a headache that people weren't enjoying it, and I think they added in... that's going to be loud. I think they've added in that as sort of an alternative. You see, we go to like here, we have evolve via illumination in workstations, but to get the right souls and the right things in the right places, now we can just do that, and now we can also evolve via preservation if we have the other things right. So that is very good. That is definitely something we want to make a note of, and I will do so now. Crafted older moment. Lantern 2, Moth 2, Scale 4, and it is Evolve Pres. Cool. That is something to note. Can we use it immediately? Not really. It doesn't help us with what we're doing today. Cool, we have that. We need... Well, we don't need that, but we can serve it out. Is that... That better not be nighttime already, because we're not ready for... We're still waiting on our memory of thingy. Memory of Grail. Sure. There we go. Nope. What are we waiting on? That. There we go. Grab that, grab that, and we should just have enough time for this. Yes. Make sure we do that before we accidentally unpause or anything. Grail. Sorry, heart. I will forever make that mistake, apparently. Throw that in. We may have... The heart. Something with heart. That has 3. 3. What here has heart? Edict's inviolable. There we go. That'll be enough. Okay, however, we have these books that we've read. Against Vitruvius, a 14th century treatise on esoteric mechanics and parahydraulics by Abbot Ranulf, best known now as a Mason architect. Ranulf describes how he tested some of these techniques in the construction of the Winter Tower, now called the Long Tower. He admits to unexpected consequences. Ranulf mentions that the tower of Ely Cathedral collapsed around the time the Winter Tower was completed, although he stops short of suggesting that one was the cause of the other. A tower falls, a tower rises, is all he'll commit to. Strange. Okay. We want to keep hold of that just to make a note of it. And that'll give us lesson clockworks and lockworks, great. A memory of pattern. We didn't get too many hints from that book, but it's a 6th level, so we weren't expecting to, honestly. Another 6th level, a Kitling Ripe and the Moldwarf's Grave, and other stories. A book of children's stories, few of them are remotely suitable for children. The protagonist, a speechless cat thing called Kitling Ripe, performs a series of elaborate rites to rescue members of her extended family, culminating in the resurrection of her other grandmother, Moldywarp. I feel like I've heard that story before, or like something. It might be in what's it called? The Mariner mod. I might have heard it there mentioned. When the Snake Witch killed the horse, Kitling snatched one of its eyes. When the Dry Witch killed the pig, Kitling stole a cup of its blood, and then she took them to the place Moldywarp lay buried, and she took out her hair and she began to dance. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is a story I've heard from the Mariner mod as one of the it was either a story you have or a story told to you via the Raconteur network. I'm pretty sure it was a story that I have in that playthrough, which, by the way, I need to make an episode on. Basically, we got to the end of the current content for that, so I've kind of put it on pause, but I should probably make an episode just to say, hey, this is on pause until they add more stuff to it. Yeah. On my to-do list. This gives us a lesson resurgences and emergencies. Funny how we used the skill for that. And another bloody memory of impulse. We want a second moth memory. Unfortunately we only have the one, which is a bit annoying. Other than what we can craft, of course. And apparently the occult scrap from a yellowing newspaper. Keep that in mind. Self. Person. Me. Anyway, collect it. This is The Humours of a Gentleman, Samuel Savage's satirical comedy on the intrigues of the ailing but cunning John Son. And other people, yes. By the end of the first act, Mavelin has revealed a secret door in the walls of the house of Tolleo, and Corvino has taken to consuming worms. I see. The play is scabrous and occasionally hilarious. The characters are contrary and capricious. Many of the more resonant lines might well be formulae of power disguised in plain sight. However, it's not gonna fucking tell us any of those lines because, yes, again, it's a 4th level. Very weak. And that gives us a memory of gossip. Cool. And, ooh, Sky Stories, a new lesson, which we can immediately go ahead and learn. Lockworks and Clockworks, we've got that on 3rd level. We can probably get that up to 4th level, you know, quite easily. Do we want to do so? Skyscopy, we're very high on, and Ithistry, we can, yeah, if we, although we can just skip 4th level and go to 5th level, possibly, probably, it's an option. It always, this coil and chasm symbol always makes it look like we've somehow not committed to that one, but skipped ahead. Anyway. Lastly, we have De Horus Book 3, another 4th level one. A reprint of a reprint of a rewrite. This is usually described as the 3rd volume of De Horus, but Darcy Evers forward argues persuasively that it is a substantial reworking by the original author. The Lionsmith makes monsters, the Colonel has his scars, but the De Horus now insists that neither can truly defeat the other, that they must at some level understand these limits in their strategies, and that their enmity is an eternal engine of the world. Okay, yeah, true. Bit of lore there, bit of thing. Disciplines of the Scar, another new lesson. Keep hold of that. And another memory of contradiction. Okay, let's make a note of that. Okay, so we have a bunch of memories. That one we're going to learn. Lesson. These two, what are we going to do with them? Resurgences and emergencies has been committed. We were thinking of throwing it at weaving and not working. What can we do with weaving and not working? We have thrift weft, which might be a recipe, might be part of a 15th level recipe for weaving and not working. Worth a try. We also have stitching and binding, but I think that'd be splitting our efforts. We also can't actually put it into that, but whatever. Okay, so these are our uncommitted skills. Kilasami, Deep Mandaic, and Fusion we can probably get rid of. Lockworks and Clockworks I think we will throw at that one. Why? I don't know. It gives us metal, but we don't need it increased in strength anymore unless we want to figure out the 15th level recipe. But that doesn't immediately strike me as vital. Unless it's like Juvenite or something. And we probably might be able to test that. Clockworks and clockworks. That memory. That. And then glass finger toxin. Plus Juvenite creates Chroniscord. What the fuck is that? What is Chroniscord? Well, now we know, but we don't need to upgrade Clockworks and Clockworks anymore for it. Fuck it. I'm up for that. Yeah. Glass finger toxin we know how to make. Juvenite we know how to make. It's literally there. Yeah. Make it. We didn't need that memory of pattern for anything, right? Yeah, no. Cool. So that answers that question. We don't want to put Lockworks and Clockworks into the lesson, into the skill. We want to use that for something else. What else do we want to use it for? Okay, I'm interjecting again as we sort of go on a spiral looking at fabric adjacent skills and such. We also didn't make note of how to make the pale mummets, so we look at what that requires again. Ultimately, we're circling around the thought of how do we create fabric from nothing, or at least from not fabric, but we don't find anything conclusive. But in the process, we remember that we do want to know what a name day riddle does, so we commit to making that with weaving and not working and moth 10, and eventually return to a sort of lucid state with this. Oh, that was the thing. So I was reading through my, those random paragraphs that I took snippets of. There was something about a guy who had furs and feathers and used that with an instrument. Where was it? What did he say? Hunting Journals of Brian de Wolf. Brian describes how a sky-inspired fife, probably that, can be prepared using these fur and feathers techniques, that, in the presence of greater sky aspect, 15, to make the winds good neighbours. It is a powerful technique to be described so casually. Brian's main interests seem to be in ensuring good weather for his hunts. Brian is the guy who got hanged as a witch because he was changing the weather. So that might be how he did it. Simply put. How are we going to get that, however? I don't fully know. What is it? 2, 8... 9, 10. We're quite short on that. Furs and Feathers is only a 2nd level. We could actually throw Lockworks and Clockworks at it. Though it is committed already. But that might be a way to summon a storm whenever we want, which might be useful. Very powerful memories. If we can, we can. Like, not just a memory of storm, but an actual storm. What would the numbers need to be for that? So 3, 3, 2 is 8. 9, 10 from our plus Fost. So that would by itself need to be giving us 5 sky. So 3 lessons into there. It's quite a lot. But it's something worth doing. Like, if we put 1 in, then next time we have an actual storm, we can upgrade. We can at least check it out. So I think we will want to commit that. To do so, we would need to recover something, or just allow the day to pass and pick up another memory storm. Because none of these will work. Neither of them have scale nor sky. This memory storm, I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna make some prohibate with it because I don't remember what we needed it for. Fuck it, I don't care. We have what, 4 fets from there. Did we want to do anything with? Sorry, not fets. Rose. Although, another extract from something we noted down, although Thurza is very probably just making up much of this story, there are long passages expounding notable techniques of weave work and thread fate. In particular, when witch and sister flee across the sea to be together, Thurza explains how they fashioned a peace weave with heart and these arts, and then to tame the winds called on heart again to swaddle the thunder in the peace weave. So, what is that? Drift West, the peace weaving for which the abbey was famous. So we use that with, I think it was not working. So I think that was the text we'd written. Swaddle the storm, the thunder. That might be an option. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the decision that we will commit this resurgences and emergencies lesson to where is it? The weaving and not working, just so that we have an easier time at it. I don't particularly want to make a bunch of curious hunches. It seems kind of difficult, and if we're going to do it more than once, not that we really can, because we'd run out of fabric, I think. That's good. That's a point. We can commit this at least. Sky stories. The 9 winds gossip, and sometimes we can listen. Okay. I will make a note of that real quick. Okay. We will figure out what that wants another time. We can do the sky already. Wistful air. Cool. And Rose, not right now, I don't think, unless here accepts. It technically does fit. There you go. Confounding parable. Cool. What else? Dunno. I should probably have made a note of what the what 10 it suggests. Use an instrument to raise it to a greater music. Ascendant harmony, I'm guessing. And I'm just going to put that in, being lazy with it. And Rose. I can conceive a higher insight. Okay. One thing I've noticed is strings and songs. There is something about a harp. Something with that. So at some point we should probably try and throw together 10 into there to figure out what the heart 10 recipe for that is. Okay, we are allowing time to pass because I'm being a bit lazy. Let's just throw our fet away at something. In the dark? Okay. Nighttime we can't do that. I don't know what to throw this in. What can we make with rose that's of interest? Rose 5. Path and Pilgrim can get us... where the bloody hell? There it is. Which one of these gives us... Rose? Sure. Salt sign, why not? And plus Arab... leaves and thorns, we're one short on that. Ugh. It's a bit annoying. That into there, that into there. Not a beguiling melody. There we go, witching to say. Probably could have used the gossip actually. Yeah, whatever. Prohibit, sure. Pause because we want to see what a winning move looks like. Those who've studied the hours of the edge often say the world is a war. The chorality, every event that might happen differently, is a battle in that war. A contention between alternate outcomes, the wisdoms, can sometimes show those battles might be won. So evolve via illumination and 3 edge. Terrific. Let's write that down. Cool. And we just had time to do that because... oh, and this as well. Named a riddle. A deceptively intricate riddle that might just teach us who we really are. Johannes van Loren was notoriously fond of these. So 2 knock and 3 moth. Okay, that one not so interesting. Even so. And we need to feed the cat at some point. But we've learned some memories, and just in time too, as I pause, they immediately gone. Not that we could have done anything with them, but yeah. It seems to be one of the problems with trying to make memories during the day. You only have a limited amount of time to do so. Anyway, I think we will call it a day for today. I've been recording for an hour and a half. Hopefully I do a good job in editing and cut that down, because honestly a lot of that wasn't engaging. I don't know the right word. It was a lot of me mumbling. Got away from myself. But anyway, we will leave off here for today. Made some good progress, learned what other memories we can craft, and yeah, got some lessons. Speaking of, I'll throw that into there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, etc. And until next time, peace.